What is going on, guys? And today we're going to be making a offline turret setup while you can also protect your power. So basically, if your battery goes out, it'll still run. If your windmills go out, it'll still run because you still got your battery. You could have your turrets still off even when you're offline. Basically, this is how this works. Now all your turrets turn on. Now let's just pick up this battery. Turrets are still on. I will be showing y'all step by step how things work. That way y'all don't get confused. Because this might look, I don't know, to you guys, if y'all are beginners, this could be very complicating. But it's really not. Like I said, I'll walk y'all step by step. And yeah, let's get right into the video. Excuse me, guys. Okay, place your battery right there. Now you want to place your electrical branch right here. Now, your windmills, you're gonna have to have 2 of them. Combine them with a root combiner. Grab that. Now you want your power to be at least 160 if you want to power at least 6 turrets. I'll explain the reason later. But for now, just watch me do this. Now, once this is hooked up, set this to, let's see what your power is. 189. Since it's 189 and it's above 100, you have about 80 to about 90 power left. So that'll power up nine of your turrets. But since it's kind of close to 190, we'll do 80. We'll do 80. So we'll set this electrical branch to 80 power. Now branch out to your battery. Now your battery is going to be getting 80 power from the windmills from this electrical branch coming to the battery. Now we're going to place the OR switch right here. Take the output of the battery and connect it to the input of the OR switch. Now the power out, you have about 127. Connect that to the input of the OR switch. Now, what the OR switch does, and I'll show you right here, a logic gate that allows electrical pass-through if either input receives power, pass-through amount is the greater of either power source. Basically what that means is whatever power source is greater, it'll be using that power source. So for this battery, it's 100. For the windmills, it's 146. Since it's 146 and it's greater than 100, that means this whole system will be running on the windmills and not the battery. Because of this, the battery will not turn on. It'll only turn on if the windmills are destroyed or the windmills are getting less power. So, now what we're going to do is we're going to put an electrical branch right here. We're going to power out to the power in of this electrical branch. Now we're going to set all this up. We're going to put a seismic sensor right here. And we'll place 6 electrical branches right here. And these are going to be for the turrets. Now, branch out to the smart switch. power out to this electrical branch. And we're going to branch out to the seismic sensor. Now we want this electrical branch to be on 4 power, not 2. The reason for this is that if you want your seismic sensor to activate, you want it on 3 so that it could recognize all kinds of boom. Because if you only put it on 1 power, it'll only recognize like a few things like Explo or maybe even grenades. But with 3, you'll be able to recognize rockets, HVs, all that stuff. Now the reason why I said 4 is because once you set all this up, you want to connect it to a smart alarm switch. And that smart alarm has 1 power. So in total, it'll be 4 power connected to this electrical branch. But because I don't have a smart alarm in the server, we're just going to imagine it. So power out to the power in of the smart switch. Let's just say it's right here. And then power out to the reset of your memory cell. Now power out to the toggle of the memory cell. And then power out to the power in of the memory cell. Alright, here we go. Now you want to connect your inverted output to the power in of these electrical branches. And we're just going to run along through this. And make sure you set them all up to 10. Now we just power all these up. Now this should work.
Bruh. Bruh.
I don't know if that was like a server glitch, but there we go. Yeah, it's a server glitch. Alright, now that's basically how you set them up. Now if I grab this battery, yep, still works. And if I place this battery back, and then destroy the windmills, it still works because of this battery. It's still charged. Now if you do get confused on how to fix your battery to hook it up to the system, it's pretty easy. I'll show you how to do it. Let me just slow it down for you guys. So your power out to this battery goes to the power in of this OR switch, and then you want the power in from this electrical branch. And it still works. Also, one more thing before I end the video. You definitely do not want your electrical switches, electrical branches, all this stuff in the same battery, in the same room as this battery, because if someone was to, you know, rocket the battery and they notice that the turrets are still on, then most likely they'll destroy all this. So my best advice for you guys is when y'all do set this up, all this is in a different room, probably somewhere where people are less likely to raid. That way, the turrets can still stay on. Yeah. Your main priority for, keeping anything safe, it's not the battery, it's not the windmills. You want this to be safe somewhere. But yeah, that's basically it, guys. Thanks for watching the video. Please like, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Later.